Hello everyone, it's Patricia and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a slightly different variation of my empties video. So twice a year, as you know, we have Bring Back My Bars. And usually when I do my empties videos, I wait until almost the last day of the month to post it. So I'm going to actually post this video a few days earlier than I normally do because we're going to do a combo video, which the first part of the video is going to be my empties. And after that, we're going to do the Bring Back My Bar warm review. So all 25 cents of Bring Back My Bar. Now I will try to put a timestamp in, but I don't really know how to do that, so I have to figure it out. If I can't figure it out, I will still put the time and you can just manually, advance your little dial to that part of the video. So what we're going to do is I usually start with my empties, so we're going to do that first. Also, I want you to stay tuned. Towards the end of the video, we're going to have the answer to the last month's question of the month, and we're going to have a new question of the month, courtesy of Angela. She had a great question. I kind of tweaked it a little bit, but I think you're going to like it. So let's get into the empties. So we're going to start with other items. I usually start with new bars, but I'm doing this for a reason. So let's talk Scentsy soaks. I have used up a Scentsy soak in sea salt and avocado. Now the scent notes on this are pink sea salt. What else does it have? I have some notes here. Valencia, orange, and avocado. It's a very spa-like fresh green scent. Very, very nice. Probably like a medium kind of scent intensity, but I like it. And my little guy really, really likes the Scentsy soaks, and I find they're more cost-effective than bath bombs, so I prefer to use something like this instead of a bath bomb with him. And on the same line, I had sea salt and avocado counter clean. Now I think this is my new favorite scent in counter clean. I really, really enjoyed this one. Yeah, it's great. I really, really like it. I'll definitely be picking up more sea salt and avocado counter clean coming up. So let's see what else we have. We have some laundry products. I usually buy the smaller tubs, but I went and got the Laundry Love Bundle and I picked up Luna. And actually I forgot the dryer discs. They're still down in the dryer. But Luna is basically white florals. It's got jasmine, sweet pea, what else does it have? Freesia. It has berries and it has sandalwood. It's kind of a classic scent. It's very lovely. Yeah, I like it. My husband commented, he said, the pillowcases smell so nice. And I said, oh, that's the Scentsy. And he goes, no, that's the smell in the room. And I said, no, I washed them with Scentsy products. And he goes, no, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did. Anyway, I don't know. And maybe there's other people out there that don't really know about the laundry. But yeah, I really, really like it. And I definitely have been coming around to the Luna scent. At first I wasn't sure if it was strong enough, but I really, really enjoy that scent in laundry, so I'll probably pick it up. But what I like to do is, I'm still working my way through all the products so I can give you guys feedback, but I do really like Luna. Okay, I finished up, speaking of Luna though, I do have a Scentsy Go Pod. Just started it, and I do find it's a bit of a lighter Scentsy Go Pod. On the flip side, ESKIMO Kiss. I find ESKIMO Kiss a fairly strong Scentsy Go Pod. So you can see there's little tiny crystals, bead crystals in there. They're very hard to see. They let off fragrance as the fan kind of blows through the device. So this is a blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar. I think it has white musk, or no, vanilla and amber. No white musk, vanilla and amber. I'm usually not an amber person, but I can take it in ESKIMO Kiss, but you can tell it's there. But this is nice. It doesn't really smell like blackberries to me, all those things combined. It does, to me, have a little bit of a powdery kind of tone to it. But it's a nice fall and winter scent. It's great. Okay, we have a scent pack in clove and cinnamon. I wasn't a big fan of this one. I got it on clearance, basically clove and cinnamon. It wasn't anything to write home about. I probably would not repurchase the scent pack. Moving on, I have a pumpkin roll car bar that was in my husband's truck. This still has scent. And I do really, really like pumpkin roll. It is basically pumpkin pie filling, yellow cake. It has like sugar and spices and cinnamon and things like that. It is kind of heavy on the cinnamon, but I'm a cinnamon fan, so I don't mind. It did a great job with his truck. We finished up 2 of these. These are the shampoo, shave, and shower bar soaps, and this one is in number 71, which is Bergamot, Sea Spray, and Solar Amber, which is similar to bergamot and solar driftwood. These were okay. What I find with these is, first off, they're very big for my hand. The other thing is they don't lather very much. So, you know, if you want a soap that really lathers, that might not be for you. However, because the fact that it doesn't seem to lather so much, they do last a long, long, long time. So just something to consider. Okay, so we're gonna get into the current bars that I finished. We're gonna start with an older scent of the month, but it is available this year. It is Dazzling Pomegranate. And this is dark pomegranate with a sweet berry finish. And it also has that effervescent, sparkly tone. And I'm usually not a huge fan of that kind of thing. And I don't know if I'm a huge fan of pomegranate, but I kind of enjoyed this. I put it down, I finished off, I had 4 cubes left. I finished off it in my open area and it did great. Pretty good strength and throw. So I wouldn't mind if we saw that one come back next year. Okay, so the next 4 are all from the Hygge collection. So I finished off, I still have 1 more bar left of the original 5 that I purchased, but let's get going into this. So Toasty Cabin is basically bergamot zest, black pepper, wild fern, and what else does it have? Acacia wood. This is, I don't know, it smells quite strong in here, but in my warmers it didn't really perform as well as I thought. It wasn't as strong as I was expecting, and it definitely didn't last a super long time. Very masculine, clean scent though. So if you like those kind of scents, maybe give Toasty Cabin a try. The next one I've finished up is Calming Woods. Now Calming Woods has vanilla, sandalwood, and cedarwood. And I feel a little bit bad because I kind of trashed some of these scents in one of my videos. This one here, although it's not a beautiful, lovely, make me running for more kind of scent, I don't mind it as much as I thought. And man, oh man, does this last and last and last. If you want long-lasting scents, pick up Calming Woods. It is a little touch, it flirts with like masculine and feminine, so I think it's great for both men and women. So, but you might want to try it out first. It does last a very long time. I have downstairs finishing off right now, Cozy Kitchen. This is a great scent. I really enjoy this scent. It has oats, brown sugar, and cinnamon. And it's doing great in my open concept area. I would suggest giving Cozy Kitchen a try if you're a bakery fan. And it lasts, maybe 1 or 2 days. But in my open area, I find things do tend to fade out a little bit quicker because the scent kind of dissipates through the air. And finishing off in my son's room right now downstairs is Quiet Clementine. This is like, it's like an orange with sandalwood and vanilla orchid, which is a floral. So you don't really get a lot of floral, but you can kind of just get that tiny bit in there. It reminds me of my dad, something about my dad back when I was a kid. Maybe he smelled like this, I don't know. It's okay. It's actually, I'm coming around to this a tiny bit more. It's not my favorite, but it does seem to be a bit stronger than it was before. And I always say, people always say that Scentsy bars don't need to cure, but in my experience, sometimes when they pour these fresh sets and then you get them right away and warm them, they're definitely not as strong as if, like a month or 2 later. So I don't know. It could be my experience. Comment below if you've noticed something like that. But I often tell people, like, when they get their Bring Back My Bar set, sometimes they're only like a month poured. And, if you don't find them working the greatest, there's no harm in waiting a little bit and then trying again. Okay, we'll go through some scents of the month. I used up a bar and a sample of Butter Pecan. This was October, I believe, scent of the month. It is candied pecan, maple, and butter. This is a pretty good mixer type of scent if you want something to mix with. I'm not a huge fan of maple. I'm not a huge fan of the butter component. Everyone seems to really like this one. I'm okay with it, but there's other ones I prefer. I do usually warm it on its own. What I find is it has a burst of fragrance, and then it kind of levels off kind of like a low level. So it's like one of those 2-tiered. So if you like scents that are really strong, you may find as it kind of goes into that second phase, it's a bit too low for you. But yeah, Butter Pecan. Next one I finished off was Strawberry Champagne Truffle. This one was, I made samples with this one. This is a very strawberry Campino candy, lip chap, kid, little girl strawberry scent. And I don't really get the champagne. I don't really know why they put the word truffle in there, but yeah, I basically get like that vanilla. It basically has fresh strawberries. It has champagne and has vanilla. So those are the notes. It's a bit of a lighter scent. If you like lighter scents, pick up this to give it a try. And I seem to have misplaced it. The current scent of the month. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. I still have 4 cubes left. I'm going to be making samples with these 4 cubes. I just didn't want to carry it over into next month. So Poppy Fields has poppy, fig, and rose petals. And I mostly get poppy, and it's really hard to explain what poppy is. It's a very nice, pleasant floral. It doesn't have a lot of greenery notes to it. It's kind of like a, I don't know. Someone asked on somebody else's video, what is it close to? And it's really hard because basically you smell poppies, and then I smell like a tangy, vibrant, juicy wild berry that's not like kind of one of those sour, tart berries in the wilderness that probably are poisonous. But that's kind of what I picture. Some people are saying they smell citrus. I can definitely agree with, you know, that kind of vibe. You know, a tangy, sour, vibrant note in the middle. And then the rose kind of hits me. So I like it. I find maybe if you're stretching, maybe Mariposa Lily, but it's really hard. I think this is kind of its own scent. I don't think, if you don't like rose scents, I think you might still enjoy this. If you don't like florals, I think you might still enjoy this. It's not a super strong floral. To me, it's like a light to medium. When you put it in the warmers, it does seem to last and last. Like sometimes I'm like, is it done yet? And I'm like, no, I can still smell it. So I did try it in 2 glass warmers, which I find kind of don't tend to throw quite as strong. And then in another warmer I put it in, it did great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using up my bars. I think it's going to be a great spring scent, so that's a good one. I enjoy it. Okay, so let's move on to older scents. I don't want this video to be too long, and I think that you might have to grab a snack at this stage. Pause the video and grab a snack. Okay, let's finish up with these 2 scents. This is Citrus Garden. Now there's a bunch of scent notes. I'll put them down in the bottom. It's like lime and lemon and garden thyme, something like that. But really, it should just say juicy pink grapefruit, because that's what I get from this. It's very, very strong. My husband hates grapefruit scents, so I usually, if you see grapefruit in my empties, it's because he went away. Next we have Skinny Dippin'. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. It is a retired scent. We'll see if this comes back as a seasonal scent, kind of spring and summer. It is more of a spring and summer scent. It has apples, pears, and melons. It's well loved by most people. People were kind of surprised to see it go. Now, you can get this in brick form if you are a Scentsy Club member and you reach that certain threshold for bricks. It varies depending on what country you live in. I thought my daughter loved this. She actually doesn't love it, so I can't warm it in her room anymore, but yeah, my son likes it, so I'll warm it elsewhere, but it's a pretty good scent. I enjoy it. Yeah, Skinny Dippin'. Okay, we're going to do rapid fire testers. So basically, these are the testers I used up to this stage of the month, and I am going to go through very quickly because all of these testers, for the most part, will be in my Tester Tuesday videos, and I don't want to go on and on about them. But I used up Aussie Plum in Tester Tuesday. This is plum, grapefruit, and pomegranate. It's pretty good. Nice, juicy, medium strength, I would say. Pretty good. The next one I used up was Bamboo Yuzu in the bathroom. I used up 2 mini testers, just trying to use up some of these testers. This one I really, really liked. It was in the summer Bring Back My Bar edition. It has bamboo, lotus flower, yuzu, and sage. Very bright, lasted a long time. Made me feel, I always say this makes me feel healthy and clean and fresh. I finished up 2 Seashores. It's a retired scent. It was not my favorite. It has ocean air, salted grapefruit, pink ginger, lemon zest, and vanilla. No. It's a weird scent. It's hard. It's not so bad on cold, but when you warm it, it's not my favorite. That's Seashore. I used up a Shimmer. Shimmer is a winner. Cherries, apricots, white musk, and spun sugar. This is a very girly scent, but there's men that enjoy this one too. And I'm glad they brought this one back. Puts a smile on my face. It's a good one. Sweet Cream Spice, also a Tester Tuesday scent. This was very strong in my bedroom. I think next time I warm this, I will warm it downstairs on my open concept layout and see how it does. I think it'll hold its own, no problem. It was pretty strong in here. And it lasted a fairly long time. And then as it started to die down, you could really pick up the nutmeg. So the scent notes for Sweet Cream Spice are vanilla bean, nutmeg, and frothy milk. And the frothy milk is not a standout feature for me, so if you're scared of that scent note, don't let it keep you away from that one. We have vanilla mint, which is a current available scent. Wintergreen, vanilla, and frozen citrus. I like this one. I really, really like this one. I just wish it was a bit stronger for me. I still have about 5 cubes. I haven't finished that bar up, but I'm going to definitely finish it up and try it in other spots, but it's a great scent. I think I'm going to pick this up in a room spray. They last forever. And pistachio ice cream, a little tester, but I had a bunch of these, I think 4. This is a great scent. It's one of those scents that works in some people's homes and not in others, and I think that's why it didn't do the greatest. I found it was probably like a medium intensity, and I only could notice it when I walked in and out of the room. It has pistachios, vanilla, and coconut. It's a good one. I like it, and in the past I've done okay with it. I just wish it was a tiny bit more consistent for everybody. Okay, we're almost done. Just most recently in Tester Tuesday, I used up a Stay a While series of testers. This is a wonderful, wonderful, clean, fresh, aquatic, almost like a laundry kind of aquatic floral scent. It's so nice, like wet laundry. Okay, and I want to just update you guys. I put this in my bonus room, 2 cubes, and it lasted for days. I think I had it in 4 days, almost going into 5, and then I took it out. So yeah, I found this worked a lot better in other areas of my home, and you never know, you never know how reliable testers can be. So it's just, we don't know the age, we don't know how they were stored, things like that. So if you have a bar, I usually gamble a little bit. If I have a bar, I'll gamble and put it in an area, and if it doesn't work out, I can try it in another area and try to give you guys feedback. Last but not least, citrus, whoa, citrus pop. Every time I say citrus pop, it makes me think of, is it NSYNC? And they're like, dirty pop, sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about. Anyway, I might have to edit that out. It gives me a little bit different than the scent notes. I'm going to read you the scent notes here from my notes. It's bergamot, sparkling mandarin, and orange blossom. What I get is like an orange creamsicle popsicle kind of thing. So you get that bright, vibrant orange, but not as bright as like oodles of orange. More of like a mandarin. Definitely agree with the bright mandarin. And then like that cream, there's like a creamy vibe. And then as it warms, it almost turns into a bakery vibe. I don't know, but it's great. I suggest Stay a While and Citrus Pop. Maybe consider bringing those back and bring back my bars. If you're not sure of ones to vote for, give those ones a try. Okay, so now that brings us into Bring Back My Bars. I am going to kind of transition into Bring Back My Bars. So some of these scents I've actually warmed just a month or 2 prior, and I will explain as we go. What I'm going to do is tell you the scent notes, tell you what I think, and try to give you my overall impressions. So let's get into it. The first one is Apple S'mores. I have a full bar here left because I've actually warmed a full bar of my own recently. If you watched any of my videos, you are going to know that I am a huge, huge fan of Apple S'mores. I'm going to read you the notes. It's harvest apples, cinnamon glaze, coconut milk, toasted marshmallow, vanilla creme, and cedarwood. Okay, it is a nice, strong scent. It lasts a long time, but it's not for the faint of heart because it does have a little bit of that smokiness. Down in my open area, I didn't pick up a lot of smokiness. In my son's room, when I warmed a cube in there, I definitely picked up on the smokiness. I actually prefer the non-smoky version of my open area, and that's probably where I'll be warming this mostly. But yeah, if you're a non-smoky kind of person, you may not like Apple S'mores, but it's definitely strong, and it did well in my open area, and it is in my Scentsy Club for sure. The next one is Banana Nut Bread. This one has scent notes of bananas, nuts, and spices. So in the past, I've warmed banana nut bread, and I wasn't really blown away by it because to me, the banana is not totally, it's a tiny bit artificial to me. But I did enjoy this scent. I put it downstairs in my son's room. I used 3 cubes. The banana scent kind of lasted maybe 4 to 6 hours and then it was gone. And then the rest of the time it was like a nice soft nutty bread scent, like a bakery scent. It was very enjoyable. It's not something that I'm going to stock up on, but I can see why people like this. You know, and I'm surprised. I think Scentsy should bring this one back and put it in the catalog permanently because they really don't have any banana bakery scents. And this is kind of like most companies do have like a banana, not bread type of scent. So I'm not really sure why they're not bringing this back, but it lasted maybe 1 or 2 days at the most in his room and I took it out. Beach. Beach is one of my favorites. It's described as papaya, honeydew, and coconut. So yes, it's a very tropical scent with fruit. It kind of reminds me of a very fancy suntan lotion. And I'm not going to say what I said the last video because I think I traumatized my friend Tom with my description of the sexy man on the beach. But yes, ignore that, and it's a good one. It's a pretty strong performer in my opinion. Probably a medium plus on the scent throw, but lasts a fairly long time. So I highly recommend Beach. Give this one a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Even if you're someone that doesn't love coconut, I think you will like that. Okay, the next one is Blonde, Wood, and Moonflower. The scent notes on this are basically wood, amber, moonflower, white roses, and lilies. Okay, I didn't like this one very much on cold. And I really found this was probably one of the most disappointing ones on warm. I would not recommend this one. Not only because I didn't really like it, I just didn't find it perform the greatest. Okay, so what I put it in my downstairs mudroom laundry room. Wasn't a very strong scent coming from it. Then I put 2 cubes in my daughter's room. Again, that room usually has no issues. Just not a great strength and throw with this one. Like, actually, sometimes when you got up to the warmer, it still had scent, but you just couldn't get much of it through the air. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm sorry if you really like it, but it's not for me. And I can definitely pick up, you know, like the wood and the moonflower and the amber. I'm not a big amber fan, but anyway, let's move on. Blue raspberry ice. I warmed, I think, 4 cubes. Yep, 4 cubes. I put this in a couple different locations. It is a very vibrant lemon scent. Let me read you the notes. It basically has cherries, white lemon, and the blue raspberry, kind of similar to Rockets. So I find I get a lot of lemon, and I find I get a lot of the blue raspberry as the second part, and very little to no cherry. So if the cherry note is scaring you, don't let that scare you. This is a very like fruity, tangy, kid-friendly scent. Adults will probably like it too. Kind of almost feels like that lemonade concentrate a little bit, but yeah, I like this. It reminds me of a skating trip that my daughter and we took our warmers when we went away one time, and we brought that scent in the past. So yeah, if you like Blue Grotto, those are somewhat, they're kind of like cousins to one another a tiny bit. So that might be something. I would say that's maybe not open concept area applicable, but any other area I would say it would do fine. Okay, Blueberry Rush. Blueberry Rush has blueberries, cranberry, blackcurrant, and pomegranate. This is a huge fan favorite. Huge. For me, I pick up a lot of blackcurrant, so I think that is why I don't care for this scent as much as most people do. My daughter loves this, and she asked if she could have more. Out of all the Bring Back My Bars, she circled the ones that she liked, but this one she mentioned a few times, so we'll definitely be seeing Blueberry Rush here. And I tried it in her room. I tried it in my open area. I used up 4 cubes in total. I mixed it in my open area. It still wasn't a big favorite of mine, but it did well. For me, I get a great strength and throw, and for me, it lasts a fairly long time. So I think that's why it's such a popular one. But look at the color. It's just gorgeous. I love it. Anyway, the color is outstanding. Cashmere is the next one. Cashmere has Moroccan Jasmine, Lily of the Valley, and Bergamot. This, to me, it reminds me of like a bright, soapy, clean, fresh scent. This one lasts a long, long time. Now, after you get that brightness and the soapy vibe, you kind of get that Moroccan oil kind of exotic fragrance. I like this a lot. I'll be picking up, I won't be putting this in my Scentsy Club, but I'll definitely be picking up probably a backup bar at least. Yeah, I really like that one. And my daughter circled it as one of the ones that she liked too. It's about a medium scent throw, but it does last a very, very long time, so I do recommend that one. Central Park Pralines. Now I say pralines, and Amy Singleton says pralines, so she says it's just basically a not seasonal. What do you call it? You know, a location thing. You pronounce it different depending on where you're from. I can't think of the word. I'm getting old. Okay, basically this has roasted pecans, caramel, and cinnamon sugar. I find this kind of reminds me, there's like a candied pecans and a vanilla bourbon from Yankee. I think if you took those two scents of the candle and kind of smelled them at the same time, you'd get something similar to this. It's a pretty strong scent throw for me down in my open area. I would say medium to strong, and it lasts about a medium duration. Now I've got the whole bar here, but last month I finished up a whole bar, so that's why I didn't open up this one. And for me, I don't get a lot of sweetness. I get a very rich, buttery, pecan, deep scent. But most people are getting sweetness, so I don't get a lot of sweetness. I don't know. But this one I may put in my Scentsy Club, or I may stock up on, but this is a great one for me because it does well in my open area. All right, next one is coconut cotton. I used up 4 cubes, and I actually went through this in Tester Tuesday. I will read you the scent notes. It is cotton, coconut milk, citrus, and sandalwood. Now I struggled with this on cold, and I struggled with it in Tester. I am pleased to report that I could pick up the scent a lot better with my bar. It is a light to medium scent for me. I would even say light. It reminds me of, you know, picture like one of the, you can picture the sand, almost like how they would set up in The Bachelor on one of the fancy dates, where you have the sand and you have the fancy bed with the white canopy and everything's white, and they're laying on the bed and they have the coconut and they crack it open. It's a very strong, fresh coconut. And then everything's clean with the white, clean linens. And that's definitely lighter. And then someone brings you that fancy drink. But it also reminds me a lot of, if you picture like an IKEA catalog, I picture this. This reminds me of IKEA. Like, that's what it's kind of simple and clean and fresh. And it lingers. So once you turn it off, you can still smell it. So I can see why people really, really like this one. It's a bit too coconutty for me, but I definitely am happy to report I can smell it a lot better. It's not a total dud like I had in Tester Tuesday. So yeah, I can see why people really, really like that one. Okay, moving on. Dark Harbor. Dark Harbor is a beautiful color. I've used up 5 cubes. This one is described as kaffir lime, mint, lavender, and amber. This is a very deep, mysterious, like, I don't know. I picture like a storm on the open seas, and waves crashing, and this is pirates or something, I don't know. Yeah, this is not really in my scent wheelhouse, even though I love lime. It's a bit too earthy for me, but I think that it's a great, you know, it lasts a fairly long time. The strength and throw was pretty good downstairs. I warmed it in 2 different spots. Where else did I put it? The bonus room. Yeah, so I mean, whoo. And I also actually warmed some for Tester Tuesday. So yeah, if you like masculine scents, oh my gosh, the light. Woo! I might have to move a little bit. Let me just move a little bit here. Okay, sorry about this. We gotta go with the flow, guys. We gotta go with the flow. Okay, we gotta hurry it up because we still have lots of bars. Fields of Gold. Fields of Gold is bergamot, apple, plum, woods, and patchouli. This one was one of my least favorites on cold. I didn't mind it as much on warm. It's definitely a masculine scent to me. You can definitely pick up that earthy patchouli. It did fairly well. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this if you like those patchouli scents. It was better than I thought. The next one is French Kiss. This one here is fig, coconut pulp, cedar, and caramel. This one here, I would say it's a soft to medium throw. I like this one a lot. I would describe it more as a bedroom scent, or, you know, something on the smaller room size. I like this one. It reminds me of a sweeter version of Silhouette. like with that brown sugar and the fig in there. It's really, really nice. I like this one a lot. It's going in my Scentsy Club. I had a little bit of a problem. This one's broken. What happened was, and maybe I'll put it as part of my thumbnail for this video, but I had them all panned out in a beautiful, well, I thought it was nice. And I just took a quick picture for Instagram of all the Bring Back My Bars, and I left it on this floor here and forgot to move it. My husband came up. He went to have a nap because he works in the middle of the night. And then when he got up, it was kind of a little bit darker in the room, and all I hear is like him falling and, you know, a lot of commotion. What happened was he tripped on all the Bring Back My Bars. I said, what happened? He goes, I just tripped on all your Scentsy. And I said, are they damaged? And he's like, well, who cares about them? What about me? I'm like, anyway. So that's one of my bars damaged. The next one is Happy Birthday. Happy Birthday. Sugar, whipped cream, and vanilla. But basically, it's like a cake. It reminds me of, I couldn't pick up, there was like another note in there, and I thought it was maybe caramel, and then other people were like, no, you're probably picking up like a chocolate note. Maybe like 10% chocolate and the rest white cake. It's almost like a marble cake with a few chocolate blobs throughout the marble cake. But this is really, really nice. This is definitely become my favorite mixer. I used up the whole bar. This was an older bar that I had before. But I used 4 cubes in my open layout. By itself, it did great. But I definitely prefer this as my mixer. So I will be getting this in my Scentsy Club. Okay, the next one is Jumpin' Jelly Bean. I have a full bar, but I've warmed almost the equivalent of a full brick, an older brick with this. So I feel like I've got a good vibe on this one. It's basically pear, apple, lemon, and sugar. It's a very vibrant pear, lemon kind of jelly bean. A little bit of apple sneaks in there. The sugar. It's very kid friendly. It's very strong when you put it in the warmers, and then after a while it kind of totally dies off to a lighter scent. My mom loves this scent. I may even gift her this bar. She'll probably take, 9 months to use it up. But she really, really loves this scent, and she finds that, again, she does notice the difference when she's here at my house, how sometimes it feels really strong and then sometimes it kind of dies down. So, but this is a great strong scent. Very enjoyable. My home. My home is cinnamon and florals, basically. This one I kind of struggled with because I wasn't sure. Everyone seems to like it. For me, it was just okay. Medium strength and throw, like an average duration, maybe even a little bit, maybe a tiny bit above average duration for how long it lasts. It reminds me of a spring and summer version of Welcome Home. So Welcome Home has a little bit more like earthy cinnamon spice notes. This still has a little bit of cinnamon, but more of the floral vibe kicks in. So yeah, maybe Welcome Home in fall and winter, and My Home in spring and summer. It might be a good approach for you. The next one is Red Candy Apple. The scent notes on Red Candy Apple are Macintosh apple, raspberry jam, berries, strawberry milk, brown sugar, and cotton candy. That is a lot. I had high hopes for this one. I love apple scents. This one was just okay for me. I put 4 cubes down in my open concept area. Maybe medium scent throw at most. It might even been slightly below that. Yeah. I was thinking I was going to put this in my Scentsy Club, but I don't think I will. I'm probably going to be okay with 4 cubes. It's not a bad scent by any means. I don't know. It didn't wow me as much as I was hoping. And I find sometimes you get your hopes up and then certain scents kind of feel like they let you down. And the ones that you end up loving are the ones you don't really expect much from. And then they kind of come out of left field and just, take you by surprise. Those are the ones that kind of take your heart. Okay, the next one is Rockin' Ruby Raz. I used up an older bar that I had, so I actually have a full bar in reserve, which is great because this is a good scent. My daughter loves it, my kids love it, and I like it too. Fruit punch. Basically, the scent notes are basically orange, strawberry, and candy glaze, but this reminds me of like a nice strong fruit punch. And it lasts. It's pretty strong, and it lasts for a while at that strong level, and then it kind of goes to a lower level again. And again, fruity scents sometimes do that. But yeah, that was a good one. That would almost be Scentsy Club worthy, but I don't want to have too many new things in my Scentsy Club. Rum Raisin Cookie. I used up a full bar of one I had on hand. This one is described as cookie dough, rum, raisin, and clove. I don't get a lot of clove. So if clove scares you, don't worry about it. I love this scent. It is a fantastic scent. I love it. It's totally something that I enjoy. The only problem is it's not quite strong enough for my open concept space. So like rum, raisin, cookie. Do I want to warm that in my bedroom? I don't know. Or maybe some other areas of my house. But yeah, I'm putting it in my Scentsy Club because even though it's not going to work for me downstairs, it doesn't seem quite to have enough punch to it. I really, really enjoy this. This is such a nice scent. I would sleep with this bar next to my head if I could. Okay, let's move on. The next one is Sea Salt Mist, a beautiful mint green color. It has driftwood, sorry, I'm reading down here, guys. Beach grass, ocean mist, sea salt, mandarin, and amber. What I get is a nice, soft, misty, ocean, kind of spa, aquatic scent. I really enjoyed this one. This one came out of left field for me. I'm not going to put in my Scentsy Club, but I probably will pick up more of this. I love it in a bedroom. I think it'd be great in a bathroom. It's a lighter scent, light to medium, so keep that in mind, but this is really nice. Nice, nice, nice. Like that one a lot. It's got more of like a feminine vibe to me. Slight feminine vibe. Southern Evening. I used up only 2 cubes, but I did finish a bar, I think 1 or 2 months ago. This has French lavender, geranium, fruits, and white musk. Yeah, I really, really like the scent. Some people find this masculine. I find actually it's a bit more feminine than masculine. I love it. For some reason, it doesn't perform the greatest in my home. Like, I feel like it should be strong. And then when I put it in the warmer, it's strong for a little bit. And then it kind of goes to this low level, but it lasts forever at that low level, like forever. So maybe a smaller area in my home would work better in a bathroom. That's just my experience. But yeah, this is really nice. I really, really like that one. If it was a better performer, it would definitely be going in my Scentsy Club, like if it was a little bit stronger. Okay. The next one is Sticky Cinnamon Bun. This is cinnamon, sweet icing, and has nutty nuances. I love this one because I love cinnamon. Basically, it's a very intense cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, stay away from Sticky Cinnamon Bun. The bun. Where's the bun? Instead of where's the beef? The bun note is not really present. It doesn't really say that in the scent description, but it's in the title. When I was removing it, when it had a low level scent, almost totally gone. Sometimes I lose patience and I take it out, but I could smell the bun when I took it out. Anyway. That one is good. I will enjoy the rest of that bar. I don't think I'm going to purchase any more, but I did like it. Thunderstorm is the most beautiful color label. That and Blueberry Rush. This is described as a spicy outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. This one was a tad bit sad for me. I loved this on cold. And then the moment I put it in the warmer, almost right away, there was a note in there that my nose did not care for. It was almost like a green note from the stem of something. Like, you know, you cut certain flowers and they have that very like, almost like a stringent green note to it. I mean, some stems of some flowers are okay, but some of them are just kind of like, almost smell like a weed or something. Ugh. Anyway, I could smell a lot of that. It was a little bit underwhelming in my open concept area, which is where I use these 4 cubes. So maybe I'll try it somewhere else. I don't know. I am a little bit saddened by this, but it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I can smell the florals. But I smell that. Now my nose picks up on that note. Sometimes once you pick up on a note, it's hard to get past it. But yeah, I can see why that's popular. I mean, it's very different. I do like it, but I wish I liked it more. Okay, here we have a bit of a surprise for me. I really did not think I was going to like this scent, and it was actually probably one of my favorites. And of course, everybody likes it, so why wouldn't it be my favorite too? It's Vanilla Suede. And this is vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and spice. Okay, so I used 4 cubes in my open layout. I put it in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is nice. It had about a medium plus strength throw, scent throw, strength and throw, whatever you want to say. And it smelled kind of like I called it like a metrosexual smell. You could smell the The vanilla was kind of the base of the fragrance, but you could smell that suede. You could smell a tiny bit of spice. I have here written down, I'm just going to read to you what I wrote down. Okay, because I often make notes because it's hard to remember everything. I put that it was very enjoyable. It was strong, strength and throw without being overpowering. You could definitely smell it when you walked in the room. You could definitely smell it when you were in the room. I used it for 2 days. On day 1, it was much better than day 2, but I still liked it on day 2. And then I wrote Pioneer Woman. If you are a fan of Food Network, you will know who Pioneer Woman is. And if you don't watch the Food Network, you may still know who she is. Her husband, Lad, that's what I picture when I warm this scent. And Thomas, sorry, you might want to not listen to this part if you're listening, but he's like a sexy cowboy that is kind of like, he doesn't try very hard, but he is just sexy. Oh my God, I friggin' love that guy. Anyway, this is what Vanilla Sweet reminds me of. Lad from the Pioneer Woman. You got to check him out. If you've never watched that show, go check him out. Then warm the scent and tell me if you agree. Okay, the next one is Wild Watermelon. This is basically watermelon, green apple, and pineapple. Woo! It's like watermelon hubba bubba. This scent to me is stronger on cold than warm. Like I feel like you could just put in the warmer, the 2 cubes, and then not turn it on, and it would probably work a little bit better. Something happened when I warmed it. It wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be, and again, I think I had my hopes up, and then I kind of brought them down a notch. I like it. It's a good scent. It's very fruity. It's not like Watermelon Wave. I can't really remember Watermelon Patch. I feel like Watermelon Patch is different as well. This is more like you can pick up that apple. But yeah, this is nice. Very fruity. My daughter liked it quite a bit. It was probably her second favorite scent. So we will probably pick up maybe 1 more bar of that. I'm not going to put it in my Scentsy Club. Okay, let's finish off. Last but not least. This one was a shocker. Now, I'm going to explain what I mean by shocker. Okay, World Traveler. Okay, the scent notes on this are blackberry, pomegranate, oak bark. Those are the 3 notes. Okay. So this reminds me, I don't know why I get this picture, but you know on The Price is Right, there's that little game where, I think it's called Cliffhanger, and there's this little guy that walks up a mountain, and when he gets to the top of the mountain, he falls off. Do you know what game I'm talking about? That's what I picture. So that little guy is out like in the wilderness. He's foraging for berries, and he gathers all these berries, and he has like a berry potpourri. And he's like out in he's got the like, you know how like the pieces of bark, he gathers those too. So it's very like earthy. And this scent goes on and on and on. It's like the World Traveler that never ends. And it's also like that little guy, he had a shower. After he gathered the potpourri, he had a shower. And then he kind of had that soapy smell. But I guess out in the wilderness, you wouldn't be able to have a traditional shower. You'd have to set up one of those solar showers. So that's what he used. But yeah, and this lasted, I think it was 5 days, and then I took it out, and it still had scent. And I took it out because this was one of the first scents I warmed, and I thought I'm never going to get through them all if I let this go to full length. So anyway, if you like masculine scents, if you like scents that are fairly strong, because this I felt was pretty strong, and long-lasting, you best be picking up World Traveler. This one is a great performer. It's not really in my desired group of fragrances that I love, but I do appreciate the, the perfection of the scent delivery. I mean, nice and strong, lasts a very long time. This is what Scentsy's all about. So yeah, there you have it. 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. So the question of the day for this month. So last month's question was, do you kind of finish up bars quickly, or are you kind of straggler and have a whole bunch kind of going? And most people are kind of like me, and they have stragglers going on. And a few people did express that they wish they could use up bars a little bit quicker. So that's my goal, to kind of open a bar and kind of finish it a little bit faster. And then I can report back to you guys. But the question of this month will be something a little different. Angela brought it up. She kind of wondered how many bars of any one scent somebody had, either purchased or has. So what I wanted you to do is comment below, and you can put the scent down if you like, but how many bars, like whatever scent you have the most of in your stash, how many bars do you have of that scent? I'm interested to hear, we're all interested to hear, and we're all interested to see what you like to stockpile. So comment below. We want to hear that comment and we want to compare numbers. And if you're brave enough, tell us how many of you purchased at one time. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for spending the last 45, 46 minutes with me. Hopefully you got something out of this video. I'm sorry it was very long. I want to wish you a great day in your neck of the woods. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.